First, we have your IMDb. Look at that picture, buddy.
Wow,
look how serious you are.
Huh? Look at that guy.
You're so serious. You want to see?
You're aging good, Greg. You look good. You know.
I can't help it, Dan. Oh, look at this guy.
Look at you son of a bitch.
Hey, look at
there he is.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Oh, hey,
yo.
Let
me talk to you. Come here.
Come here for a minute. No, come here. You're all right. Don't worry.
I'm a principal right now.
Yeah, math teacher.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you see my watch? I lost my watch.
Look at the fresh shave on that skull. Look at the fresh shave.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That is a fresh shave.
I ride the bus all by myself.
I'm a big boy now.
That's the realtor smile. That's when a realtor, they do that.
Yes.
That's funny.
I could show you a 3-2 that you'd think be really comfortable in. There you are. There you are.
3-2. That's a maybe. Oh, that's my. I love that one. Hey, what are you going backwards? What happened there?
I don't know. Let me out of it. Let me out of it. Won't let me out. We'll just kill that shit. This is you on the Tonight Show.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Do you want to set up the clip? Because it goes right to your part. So you're playing a translator for the Italian Prime Minister.
I'm translating between the Italian Prime Minister and the President of the United States. Yeah.
George W.
Di questo Columbus Day mi dà l'opportunità di rendere omaggio.
He says, how you doing? Thank you for the invite.
La nostra amicizia è un'amicizia speciale.
Yeah, he says Italy and the U.S. with tight. Paisans, capisce?
Non solo mio personale con il presidente Bush.
He says, come see him in Italy sometime. The women. Oh!
I love that. That's of everything I've seen of you, Greg, over the years. That's my favorite. That's your coup de grace right there. I love it.
I love doing it. That was funny.
So good.
I got that from a guy I met. I auditioned for him on a seminar, and he called me. He goes, "Remember me? You did a seminar for me about a year ago." I'm like, yeah. He goes, "Hey, can you come down to the show today?"
Was it like Bob Ross or what were their names?
Who?
The bookers for the Tonight Show.
Oh, no, not what I did.
It wasn't.
No, that was not a stand-up. No, it was a different person.
No, I know it was a sketch. I just didn't know if they booked all the talent.
No.
So you did a workshop. You did a workshop, and the guy's like, "Hey, I'm going to put you on the Tonight Show."
Well, it was about a year later, but he remembered me. Is my point. So I go down there, and they're like, "Here's what you're going to do. Here's what it's about. We don't know how we want you to dress." I'm like, "Well, don't you have a wardrobe there?"
Tonight Show.
You know, Tonight Show. You don't have stuff for me. So he's like, "Well, bring some of your own stuff." Well, what do you want? Well, I said, based on what you're telling me, this sounds more like a tracksuit guy than a suit guy. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I had to bring like 5 tracksuits, 2 leather jackets,
so
and
you
like
do a
5
fashion
suits.
show. You had to do a fashion show while they decided.
Well, here's the thing, Steve. That tracksuit I wore in that is the one that I wore into the place. Okay?
Always.
I wore it in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I got tracksuits. What do you think of this one? Like, yeah, try on the other one. So I tried all of them on. They look.
Try on what you were wearing.
What's that?
Why don't you put on what you were wearing when you got here?
I'm telling you. I went through every suit, shirt, tie. It took like 2 hours. And they were like, put on that tracksuit you walked in with again. I put that. I go, yeah, that's the one. You like that one? That's why I wore it in. It's like when you buy a shirt, when you see it on the mannequin. I want the blue one because you see it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it was like. And the same thing when I did Ferguson. They wanted me to bring the one where I beat up Henry Winkler.
Right. Oh, let's go to that. Wait. Let's go to wait.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
I have not seen this one. This will be a treat for me.
Oh, all right.
Let me make sure I'm still sharing sound. All right, here we are. All right. Do you want to set this up? Why?
Okay. Henry Winkler. This is a few years when Ferguson was on. Obviously, he's doing a sketch where he needs some money, so it's going to be a referee at the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And he's just playing it.
Happy birthday! Hey, excuse me. We're in the middle of a show here. Who are you?
My name's Vito. Sorry to
In
interrupt,
tracksuit.
Craig, but this guy over here, Mr. Winkler, is a debt to my boss. I need to break his legs.
Well, no, oh, Vito. Henry Winkler is a good friend of mine. I'm not letting you break his legs on the air.
Thank you very much.
You'll have to do it during the commercials, Vito. Henry Winkler and the lovely Vito, everybody. We'll be right back.
That's great.
Look at you. Look at you.
I never saw that one before. I love it. That was awesome.
I tell you, they were so nice. Ferguson and Winkler were so nice, to work with. They were just very pleasant.
Henry
very
Winkler is like the
comfortable.
nicest guy in the world.
Super nice, super nice. And he's one of those people that, I introduced myself to him like in the green room. We were having something to eat before we did the show. I said, Mr. Winkler, it's nice to meet you. My name's Greg. I'm going to be in the scene with you. I'm the guy who's going to break your leg. Oh, Greg, very nice to meet you. So where are you from? What are you up to? What's going on with you? I'm like, he was asking me.
You're like, Fonzie wants to know. Fonzie
so weird.
wants to know. He
Just
was
a nice guy.
He was mashing with Mrs. C, whatever her name was. But they were hooking up on Happy Days, like
Really?
off screen. Yeah, they were hooking up.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I don't know.
Fonzie was laying some pipe with Mrs. C.
Mrs. C.
So what you were doing when you were on that was Joey-O writing on it then?
Yeah, Joey-O hooked me up with it.
Oh,
Because, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He saw me do the Tonight Show one with the.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. And this was I can't remember exactly, several months later. He calls me up and he goes, we came up with this sketch. It's like day of. It's like day of. So they need you,
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, I can be there. And it's that same thing. Wardrobe called. Bring tracksuits, leather jackets, and suits. I go, listen to me. I've been down.
I know how to do this. I've done it before.
Trust me, because they told me what the sketch was about. You
Right.
know? I said, listen, if I'm going to come in and I'm going to like beat a guy with a baseball bat,
Right.
and I'm just a muscle guy, I'm wearing a tracksuit. You're not going to put on an Armani suit, shirt, and tie to get bloody.
Right.
No.
And the leather jacket, kind of maybe, but I go, trust me, this is a tracksuit deal. Let me do it. So that just bring everything in. I get the clothing rack out. I put it in the back of my car. Everything goes across. I go down the wardrobe. I have to go ring the bell. They come out with a mobile clothing rack, put everything up. They're looking through. And I'm wearing that tracksuit that you saw me in is what I had on when I got there.
Of course. It's always the way.
I went to the same procedure.
Cops
And they were like,
criminals.
try this on, try that on, try this
That's
on.
the name. Listen, that's the name of your memoirs. Cops and Criminals.
Cops and criminals.
Cops and Criminals.
I know how these guys. Matter of fact, that bat that you saw me with is my bat. I still have it in my car.
Bring your bat. Bring your bat
It's
with
the
you.
small aluminum bat. You know what
So
I mean?
you know what you need to do, Greg? You need to sign that and put it up on eBay with that clip and sell that shit.
It's an idea.
The
I'll give you $4 for it.
What? You're the best. What happened?
Keep it. Now we're done. Now here's where you play a cop. This is you in Mall Cop 2.
Oh, okay.
Paul
Oh, my
Blart.
kids love this movie.
Paul Blart, which became like a cult hit.
Yeah.
You need to establish motive. Do you have a lot of money? Define a lot. And no, actually, no, not a lot. No. Are you an important man? Well, that depends who you ask. I gotta be honest. Could this be some domestic situation? Your wife got angry? I'm not married. Your girlfriend found out you... I don't have a girlfriend. Does anybody love you? Yes, my daughter, and she's been kidnapped. Are you going to answer that? We're losing precious time.
Great work. Great work.
I tell you.
You play a great.
You know what's so
dry,
weird about
straight
watching
man.
that is like I watched you two do improv like way back at the beginning.
Yeah.
And here you are just doing another scene,
That's what, I'm going to tell you something, Steve. It's interesting you say that because, I hadn't worked with Kevin.
I think I left on. Hold on. I think I left it on or something.
Like, I hadn't worked with Kevin for years, and years and years.
Right.
And being on the set, it was like, I'm used to this. I've done this before, with him. And, you know what I mean?
Well, you were in
Plus I had done an episode of
one episode of King of Queens too.
Yeah. So it just was like, you just fall back into
Yeah.
we know each other, and it was great. It was a lot of fun to do. When you work for Kevin, I can say this: it's definitely work. I mean, you can't fuck around. Like you're here to do a job, but it's fun. Like
Right.
it's fun. Like he runs like a really good operation. In terms
I
of
love that you guys all take care of one another. I love that. Like that's what's the best part of all this is just that camaraderie, the friendship, and just guys taking care of their
But
own. And
none
that's
for
the best
Steve.
part of being a
What
stand-up.
about Steve? What about Steve? What? I was late to the party. Like what? I was late to the party. Well, I mean, he really took care of Rock, and obviously
He takes care of everyone, but all of them, and Greg, I'm sure, in the day you took care of him, and it's back and forth, and that's the beauty of stand-up.
And then, Kevin's friends with Ray and Adam Sandler, and they all,
they're all intertwined.
Right, because the comics have to help each other, because no one else is going to help us.
Right, because we're the whores.
Yeah. Right, so the prostitutes have to help each other.
Yeah.
But still, somebody else still makes all the money. Even,
of course.
Even with all the money that Kevin's made, he's made other people 10 times that amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.